Alright, so our game is called The Guardian's Quest, and then a little subtitle will be Claiming Home, but primarily known as The Guardian's Quest. So, yeah. So here's our members and roles. I'm Jacob Bringle. I'm the producer, so I'm kind of just, I kind of have an idea of how our game should be structured, and I do some art. Most of the art you'll see here was created by me, and then character modeling and programming. Then we have Nathan, and then you do like programming and sound. Christina, John. Oh wait, Nathan's not here actually, so I probably should have mentioned that. John, Batch also isn't here. Ariana and Andy. So yeah. All right. So what is our game? So our game is a 3D action adventure game that includes in-game cutscenes, a manual third-person camera, checkpoint system, inventory system, and PvE combat. So I originally thought that we should make our game like the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker because the art style isn't super crazy, but it's also very interesting and pleasing to the eye. So we went with that. Our combat system is going to be like a watered-down version of a Dark Souls game. So, not in the aspect of like difficulty, but at least like how the camera movement and stuff like that works. Our game's going to be built in Unity, C#, and then the models are going to be created in Blender. All right.
Oh yeah. So for our story, you assume the villager protector named Leon. And he's chilling in the forest when an explosion happens. So when he knows that explosion, he starts going towards the village. And on the way, he fights skeletons and a bunch of other enemies. And yeah, you just go to the storyboard. So this kind of explains the whole layout of our game so far. So he's still in the forest, hears an explosion, runs towards the village to see what happens. And on the way, he fights more skeletons. And after fighting skeletons, he arrives into the village and he sees the explosion in the main building. So he goes to the main building, fights more skeletons, and then the boss happens. After the boss, he meets the villager, or the village leader, and then the game ends there.
So our main character is Leon, and it's what our game surrounds. He's a guardian for the local village, and the main aspects of him is that he carries a sword and that he's able to use potions throughout the game that either helps improve his damage or improves his health.
Well, yeah, the first one was the footman, the skeleton footman, and their attack is basically just close combat melee. And then we have the skeleton archer on the bottom left, and those will have a bow and arrow to do ranged attacks against the main character. And then at the end, the skeleton elite is going to be the boss that the guardian has to fight.
And lastly are just some mechanics based around Leon himself. So he has a movement base for all 8 directions. In addition to jumping and sprinting, sprint is affected by a stamina gauge that slowly runs out as he uses it. He has a sword given at the beginning of the game, but he also finds a bow later. And then the potions, we just have 3. There's a classic healing potion that was just used to heal portions of your health, a stamina potion to help with terrain traversal, just reducing the stamina used, and then a damage boost potion that rarely drops and gives Leon a few more hits of damage.
And that's it. And then also, so right now we're primarily working on creating models in Blender, so that's most of our time right now. And I guess you could say like our game's creation is mainly going to be a visual. So we want to make sure the visuals are up to par with the gameplay itself. But yeah, thank you guys.